White people, how do you feel about the segregation ban? I already know how people of color...
I ain't going backwards. They are going to literally have to remove me from black-owned stores, black-owned restaurants, and black neighborhoods. So the problem is that us white people, we have been lied to so much, being told that we're superior. We ain't shit. We wouldn't be shit if our forefathers didn't lie, cheat, and steal and change history. Come on, I ain't going backwards. I see the value. I know the value of black people in my life. I know that I wouldn't be who I am without the black people that I've had in my life, a part of my journey. No. And if you're white and you don't like what I got to say, you can have the life you deserve, because I don't give a rat's ass.
As a white woman, I'm not shopping nowhere that's white only. I'm just not. I will find a way to support black businesses and Spanish businesses and Oriental businesses long before I shop anywhere that is white only. Y'all keep that weird shit to yourself. And I understand why my black friends are like, no, segregate us. Maybe we'll have some peace and some safety. Maybe you will. And maybe that could be beneficial. But at the end of the day, I'm not shopping nowhere that's whites only. I got white friends that will burn that motherfucker down the second they see that sign on your wall. So go ahead and fuck around and find out if you want to. And I don't want to hear you other white people out here going on about how it's just federal contracts and they haven't done that it's just you think they're going to stop there? Because they're not. This is only the beginning. And if you don't fight from the beginning, then what are you even here for? Sounds to me like you're making excuses because you're low-key undercover racist yourself. And you don't care. If you're not using your white privilege to defend your black friends and your Spanish friends and your Oriental friends, then what are you really doing besides being undercover racist? Just say that shit with your chest, be proud of it, and own your whiteness and your white people and your kind. Because that's what that is. You want to stick with your kind, not me. Take me out of here. Take me with you. I want to stay with these white people.
Oh, so they want to bring back segregation? Okay, well, let me make myself extremely abundantly motherfucking clear. I am adopted, and I am black owned, because I have a beautiful black mama. So if you want to start talking out of your neck in front of me, in front of my mama, you will find out that, like one lady said, you can still get your clothes folded while wearing them. And two, let me make my dating stance extremely motherfucking clear. Strictly dickly melanin only. I mean, in all my 32 years of living, I've maybe had a total of 5 white people friends, and one of them is my daddy. Because even I get too nervous when too many you white crackers are around. So you can keep Katy Perry, Drake, and motherfucking Kanye West. We will get Beyonce, we will get Kendrick Lamar, and we will get Whitney Houston. You get potato salad with raisins in it. We get deviled eggs with paprika. You understand what I'm saying?
White people, how do you feel about the segregation ban?
I would rather shit in my hands and clap as hard as I can. Segregation? No.
Love the fact that finally people are waking up to the realization that there is no need for this unnecessary racial tension. Like, there's no need for it. We've been having our problems, but government should learn to make sure that we live in a community where everyone under the sun is equal, where there is love, where there is unity, where there is abundance in friendship from diverse groups, right? Government shouldn't be the ones to instigate racial tension. So I'm so happy that these white people are actually speaking their minds. They are not supporting it. In short, they are literally scared that this thing might turn into something way sinister than it should be. So I'm really happy that they are waking up to the realization that this thing that has been going on, now they are seeing it firsthand. So all this while that black Americans have been complaining, have been saying these things, although a lot of black Americans have agreed that segregation, even when it was banned, but there are some places you still have sundown cities, you still have sundown towns where if you're a person of color and you go there, if you're not careful, a lot of sinister stuff might likely happen to you. So I just love the fact that white people are speaking out. We as people are supposed to be united, right, with one voice to speak against all forms of racism, right? It's not just about, I don't want to see this color, I don't want to see that, and as it is, a lot of Black Americans mostly stay within their own communities. They are not actually staying where the majority of white people are. So I don't know, they are used to it. No one is bothering nobody.
Okay, I know we're all kind of laughing about this idea of segregation coming back and white people are jumping ship left and right. Like, please let me be on the side of Beyonce and Jasmine Crockett and Barack Obama. I don't want to have nothing to do with Carrie Underwood and Kid Rock, right? Leave me out of it. So yeah, that's funny to sort of joke about, but segregation is not funny. It was more than just entertainment and which restaurant you could use and which water fountain you could use and whether or not you were allowed to use the public pool. Like, it affected so many other systemic things. Education, access to property ownership, banking. Like, it was really deeply bad. I'll do one of my presentations on Jim Crow and the segregated South, but I got so many requests to do a video on the Tulsa Massacre, and when I did, it got about 600 views. So clearly the algorithm is working against me on this one. I had millions of views of my Kendrick Lamar 40 Acres and a Mule video, and then when I did Tulsa, it got deeply suppressed. So I have to think, use my little mind and find a way out of that algorithmic hole and find a way for us to talk about what actually happened during the Jim Crow era, and particularly the South of the United States, but the North too, frankly. We should also talk about the Loving Supreme Court case, which made interracial marriage legal. So if there's interest in a historical presentation on Jim Crow, let me know. I'll spend the time on it, but, being suppressed by talking about controversial and difficult things like the Tulsa Massacre is sort of demoralizing.
I am so excited to see the first business with whites only signs on their door, because it lets me know exactly who not to go to, because I glow in the dark, baby. Okay, I glow in the dark, and you better bet that when I see a business that says whites only or no blacks allowed or coloreds, God forbid somebody use that term, I will not be giving them my money. So please hang all the signs so that us white folks that are not on your side know who to avoid. Okay, thanks.
But again, these people are trying to find ways to bring this unity within an already fragile relationship, right? So I just love the fact that white people are coming out and calling racism for what it is. They're not supporting it. They're scared that if it happens, they don't want to be left out, mingling with people of other races and all of that, so it's about time we start talking about unity. It's important, even if the world is going to shreds, even if the world is literally going the other way around, but we shouldn't be people that would be involved in the sad part of history. We should be on the better part of history, right? We should learn to mingle with people irrespective of our differences. That's the only way we will survive harder times to come. So guys, thank you for stopping by. If you find this so interesting, if you find this content really, really informative, kindly hit on the subscribe button and also hit on the notification bell as not to miss any of my videos. And I would really appreciate if you subscribe. Always come back for more videos. You have a great day.